Welcome. We will have an online seminar today about Israel and Palestine for a better understanding. We have a special guest with us here today. But before we go into our guest speaker and into our talk, I would like to give you some instructions. So you don't have the permission to use the microphone, but you are free to express yourself using these icons. And you are also free to use the chat to pose questions. And in due moment, we will check your questions and try to answer them as much as possible. I can tell you now that at the end of the talk, our expert will pay special attention to your questions today. If you have problems with sound, we recommend that you use headsets, and you need to make sure that these icons, the speaker and the microphone icons, are green. And also, if this doesn't work, the best solution is maybe to exit the session and come in again. Just a few tips for technical issues. So our expert today is Simone Susskind. And she was the president of the Jewish Secular Community Center long time ago. And she organized the first public dialogue between Israelis and Palestinians, Give Peace a Chance, in '88. She also set up actions in the Mediterranean, an association promoting and developing cooperation between South Mediterranean and European women and contribution of women to peace, as well as human rights. This was in '95. Currently, she's running a project called Israel Palestine for a Better Understanding, and that's what she's going to share with us today. And she works with Brussels high school pupils on stereotypes they have about the Palestinian-Israeli conflict. This project started during the school year of 2015-2016, and it's still ongoing. And with no further ado, I would like to give the floor to our guest today, and I will move this to a discussion format so you can see better our guest. Please go ahead. Thank you for accepting the invitation, Simone, and it's a real pleasure to have you with us today.
Thank you very much, Ruth. Hello, everybody. I'm going to explain without losing more time about our project. We started, in fact, the project now 3 years ago. The origin of the project came when we saw the reaction here in Belgium, but all over Europe, when there is a war in Gaza. When there is a war in Gaza, it explodes here. It explodes on social media and it explodes in the street. And we noticed that people who are demonstrating and writing posts on Facebook and so on, they have very little idea about the reality on the ground. They just follow what they read and what they see. And we thought that it would be essential to work with high school students because they are the future, to show them that behind the stereotypic views that they have of the conflict, black and white, there is a much richer and much more interesting reality in between, in the gray area. So we decided that we would work with students from 1 year before the baccalaureate. So they are more or less 17, 18 years old, and kids coming from very, very different high school. Every year we take 3 different schools. One school from the, let's say, the bourgeoisie, where it's not very much mixed, even though Brussels has become such a cosmopolitan city, capital of Europe. But in these kinds of school, you find very little kids who are coming from migrant origin. And the second school is a school where it's much more mixed. We have, let's say, in this school, half of the kids who are from Belgian origin and half who are from very different origins. And the third school is a professional school where you have mainly girls and boys who come from, let's say, much more deprived milieu. And they would have never met. So we bring them together and we work with them during some good months in order already to explain to them these different reality that we would like to show them. We start first with, and it went more and more in depth, a history course of the region, going back 100 years, just to have them understanding from where the conflict comes and what happened since the fall of the Turkish Empire. And we show them maps also because we have some students when we ask them where is Palestine, so they say it's near Algeria, so they have absolutely no idea about the geography of the region also. And so we work with them in depth now. The first year it was very telegraphic, let's say, explaining them the history, and we give them the opportunity to search by themselves and to search together. So we bring all these kids, there are between 40 and 50 kids together and giving them also the opportunity to get to know each other. And then we take them to the cinema because cinema is an excellent tool for students to understand already these complexities. So we take them, for instance, to a movie that shows that in Israel you have Palestinians who were not expelled in 48, who are citizens. There is much discrimination, but they are citizens. So how do they deal with this reality? For instance, we also show them a movie that shows that there were many Jews in Morocco until the 60s, which is something that our students ignore. Their parents and their grandparents who are from Moroccan origin, they know it, but the children don't know it anymore. Or we show them also how you teach. This is a movie that we showed them this year and last year. It's a movie that shows how in the different communities in Israel and in Palestine, teachers show tell the narratives and the history, and they can understand that there are very different ways of telling the narratives and the history. And so, and it opens already the eyes of most of them. And the second part of the project is that we take them during a whole weekend outside of the city. One of the objectives is to give them the opportunity to know each other better, but also to work on stereotypes. We believe that it's essential for them to be confronted to their own stereotypes about Judaism, about Islam. So we deal with all those stereotypes, and they understand during this weekend what it means. What are all the stereotypes that are within their community or within their family and so on. So we work with them on this, and we work also on media because we want to have them to understand much better what's the use of media, how the media are used and how they can be misused also. So this is a very important moment in this program. And then we invite people from Israel and Palestine, from civil society, who come to Brussels to meet with the students and already go much more in depth physically, because they meet physically with these people on what they do in order to try to change the reality on the ground, the political reality, the social reality. So for instance, we invited each year, now we are in the fourth part of the fourth year of this project, we invite one Israeli and one Palestinian who are members of an organization which brings together 600 families, Palestinians and Israelis. All of them have lost a close relative in the last 20 years, and they are trying to rebuild themselves through reconciliation. And it's very surprising for the students to encounter people who are doing this and who gave up on the willingness to revenge or violence and who are trying to build a future together. For instance, we invite also every year a Palestinian friend from Gaza because the image that our young students have from Gaza, it's only images from war and violence and bombs. And we want them to see physically somebody who lives in Gaza, who has to educate his children, who has to work, and who is confronted with a difficult situation. But it's not only the horrors of the war. So, and I think it's very important for our students to be confronted with these people. We invite representatives of the civil society because we believe that the Israeli and the Palestinian civil society, because it's part of this process of learning and learning together, because as I say all the time, our project is not to make peace in the Middle East, but our project is to allow our students to, through confronting them to the complex realities of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, which is very telling for them, to be back after we finish the project and be able to build together a common living in Brussels. So after having the testimonies of the people who come from Israel and Palestine, we also take them to visit a church, to go to a service, to visit a mosque. We had last year an iftar during the Ramadan, and to see also to visit a synagogue, and we had a Shabbat also last year, and we have all kinds of let's say related activities. We take them to the theater together, we go to movies, so we have different activities which allow them to know each other better, but also to understand better also that behind the images that they have, there is a reality which is much more interesting. And after doing all this, we take the whole group to Israel and Palestine, and we spend 1 week there. We organize the program around encounters with students their age in Israel, in Palestine, and also with the Palestinian community of Israel. For instance, in the movie that we did last school year, we went also to visit a Druze community, which is a community that is somewhere in between, because they were Syrians until 1967, and when the war brought the Golan Heights into the hands of Israel, and this part of the Golan was annexed to Israel, these Syrians, Druze Syrians, it's a community which is a group part of they are part of Islam, but they are different, and they didn't want to become Israeli citizens because most of them have relatives on the other side of the border. So it was very interesting for our students to meet a group of people who are have an unidentified nationality. And until the civil war in Syria, the students there used to go, there was an agreement with the UN, they used to travel the border to go from Israel to Damascus or to Aleppo and to study there. So they used to go in September and come back in June. So this is finished now because of the civil war there in Syria. So we spent 1 week there. Part of it, of course, is to visit the important touristic place, the religious places, and so on and so forth, but also to meet with Israelis and Palestinians, and mainly with students. And I think this is a transformative experience for our students because they can meet and they can speak with their interlocutors there. And so when what we do a movie on the project, and the project is our tool of communication when they come back, and we train them now during a whole weekend after they come back to become what we call ambassadors of nuances. And the following school year, they circulate in schools, in youth organizations, to present the movie and to debate with their peers. And I need to tell you that it's amazing to see how the change that happened to them. we don't ask them to change their opinion, to have this opinion or this opinion, but what we want from them is to become real citizens. And this is what's happening. They can see a situation, not only this conflict, but they can look at the situation and they can make themselves their own opinion. And this is what is so important for us. And also they remain friends, and since we have them the second year together, they circulate into schools, and we always have them one from each school to be our ambassador. So they keep the contact, and we organize also activities for them in order to have them still together. And we have some students who the following year went to study human rights law, to study law. They really became many of them became engaged, and I'm convinced that they are going to be engaged citizens. And when we saw also the impact of the project on teachers, because it's not only transformative for the students, it's also transformative for the teachers who go with us during this many of them are history teachers or geography teachers or civic education teachers or even teachers of Islam or Catholicism also. So for them, it's also an experience that is transformative. And we thought that it would be maybe useful to organize something in parallel for teachers, because all of you know it's very difficult to confront the questions and the debates with your students when they ask questions about Islamophobia, about anti-Semitism, about Zionism, about Israel, about Palestine, because most of the teachers are not prepared to confront these questions. And with the difficult situation that we have now all over Europe, I believe that we understood that it might be interesting to do something parallel with teachers. And we took the decision to propose to teachers, Brussels teachers, or future teachers, to try this experience with us. It's a pilot, and we are just back. We went there at the end of October with a group of 25 teachers and future teachers, and we organized the program for them around encounters with teachers in Palestine, in Israel, and it was again an amazing experience for all of them. We have still to do a debriefing on this, but from what I understand, from what they tell us, they are also transformed. And so we believe that we are going also to repeat this experience with teachers. What I want also to tell you is that we hope at some point to make from this, when we see the impact in Brussels, to make from this European project. We are looking at ways to be able to develop a European project, because it's not only, the problem is not happening only in Brussels, and the way we are trying to solve these kinds of problems is not only in Belgium, but we are convinced that in the different countries where you are, it's happening also. You need also to deal with these issues. Europe has been the center of terrible events during the 20th century, and so we need to see how we can help our students to really become citizen, responsible citizen. And we believe that the Israeli-Palestinian conflict is one entrance door in, I don't know if it's in all the European countries, but in many European countries, to radicalization, because Palestine is like a cancer. It's like a cancer that is there, and that because many young people see mythological, mythic Palestine, and they identify with the history of the Palestinian people, and it's understandable. But the problem is that it's the way how they identify, the way how they see it, and also how they can weigh and make themselves an opinion which is their own opinion and not the opinion that they receive from Facebook or from other social media. So and we have really seen these results. We have now had 150 students who have participated to the project, and they speak with the family, they speak with other students, and they debate also. And it's the way they are debating which is so formidable, because they are really changed. So this is more or less what I wanted to tell you. You will be able to find the movies that we did, and the first 2 years you have the original, but also they have English subtitles, Arabic subtitles, Dutch subtitle because we are in Belgium, and also Hebrew subtitles. The program that we did last year is only in French, but there are elements of English and of Hebrew and Arabic also. And we have also, because for us it's very important, we cannot limit such a project because we fund the trip for all the students yearly now. We need also to have as much as possible dissemination of the information about the project. So one is what we do when our students go to different schools, and they meet every year, I think more than 1,000 or 1,500 students. But we tried also to have the Belgian media with us, which we succeeded pretty well, because the second year we had a very good report and it's on the list of the links that we are sending from the news, the Belgian news, 6 minutes on the news. And last year we had the commercial television, RTL, which made a whole reportage on the project. And in the reportage, you can follow they follow three different students, one from Moroccan origin from the beginning of the
Thank you
project.
so much, Simon.
And you see the
While we are
evolution
waiting
that
for
happened to
some
him.
questions,
One girl
actually
who
we
is
already
Jewish,
have one.
and
So
one
Sarah
girl
is
who is
asking
neither
if you
Jewish
could
nor Muslim. And it's very
send us
very
information about the
interesting to see
films that you
the
show to
evolution that
the
happened to
students
them.
at the beginning
So
of the project
I think
about
I'll
this
conclude
topic.
here, and I'll be happy to answer to your questions and reactions. Yes, so the name of the film is This Is My Land. I can send it also to you, and the filmmaker, this is the film that it's very interesting for teachers, because but it's not a public, we need to see how we can forward it, because we had to buy the link to the movie. It's from Tamara Erde. It's really a very interesting movie, because it's very it shows exactly, and it's happening in other conflicts and in other regions of the world.
No problem.
How
We
do
will
you,
send this
when
information
regions that
along
were
with
in
all these
conflict,
links that we are
how do
sharing
you look at the
here under the
history? How do you
discussion
look at
notes
the
in an
identities? How do you
email in
transmit
2
the
days. So
identities? So
you
it's
will have all
very,
this information.
a very
I also have
interesting
another
movie. We
question.
can look on
When you were
ways to
talking
be able
about taking students outside the city to talk about
to open the link,
stereotypes,
but I cannot do
what
it
kind
like
of
this now.
activities do you do with them? 1 or 2 examples. Could you give us?
I'll give one example which is very very interesting. The woman who is leading this workshop, she asked the students she said, okay, let's take anti-Semitism, and you can tell everything that you think about the Jews. And so the students happily say, okay, they are thieves, they are the leaders of the world, all the stereotypes that all of us we know very well. And then because we have very few Jewish students, and it's a problem that we are confronted with, because it's a missing link in the project for us. But the Jewish community is very small in Brussels, and it's very difficult to have some Jewish students. But we had some last year, and then she asked the same she asked the same question about Islamophobia. So she asked, and you can see it in the reportage that RTL did, and they say, okay, let's. What do you think? How do you see? What are the ideas that you have about Muslims? Then they say terrorists. The problem of women, and so on and so forth. And then at some point the students understand, and we saw the previous year some Muslim students who simply were in a state of shock, because they didn't understand that the stereotype is not the reality. A stereotype is something it's ideas that people have about other people. So we had to discuss and to explain to them at length what it means to what a stereotype is. And this is one example of the activities that we are having with in this program of working on stereotypes. They see movies. We show a movie every year on just to which also is telling about stereotypes. I can send also the links to those movies. And for the student, we have made also, and I'll send it also, an external evaluation of the project 2 years ago and last year. Last year it was with the Brussels University. We had a student, a master student, who it was a final work for a dissertation, and she's a student in social psychology, and she accompanied us during the whole year and also during the trip. And so she interviewed the students before we started the project, and she interviewed also students who didn't take part to the project, and she followed us during the whole process, and then she interviewed again the students at the end of the project.
We look
and
forward to those
also
URLs
so
so we can
and
double check again
I think it's a
those
very useful tool
resources.
for us also,
You also
because we can
mentioned,
correct
please, I would like to
mistakes that
mention to
we
the participants
might
that you
have
can
done,
post your
and we
questions
can
in
also
the
adapt
chat if you
also,
have
and we are
some.
going to do
I
the
also have
same
two more
this year
questions.
also.
One
So
is
an
related to
external
the
evaluation
role
is
of the media
something very
in
important too.
stereotypes. I was wondering how you deal with that with the students.
I'm not able to tell you because I didn't take part to this. It's the first time that we did it last year, and I didn't take part to it. But what we have as a reaction from all the students during every year, they say what the media show us is not the reality that we see, and I think it's something very important in the whole project, because they and they say it also in the debates that they have with their peers. They say, when they are attacked because they might be attacked, they say, oh, you went to Israel, or how did you do it? You didn't respect the fact that Israel is an occupying country, and so on, and the Palestinians are under occupation. So what they say is very interesting. They say, in fact, we were there, and we spoke with young Israelis, and we spoke with young Palestinians, and we saw that many of them are looking for peace, and they don't know how they would be able to do it. But we see, and we spoke with young Israelis. Some didn't want to go to the military service because they don't want to serve during to serve in the occupied territories. So they get different elements of realities. They have no problem in telling that they encountered students in Palestine and in Israel who tell
Actually,
them
my next
their
question is
reality,
related to that,
and
to
face to face,
the
which is
trip
something
that
that
you
is
did.
an absolute,
So if
very
I understood
absolutely very
correctly,
useful
you
and interesting
managed to
for
find
our students,
sponsors.
and they
Is that
can,
correct?
in a
Or
way,
how did you manage the
and
funding?
they can explain this to their peers whom they meet during the following year. Yes, yes. Now, the funding, we managed every year to have public funding in Brussels. It's not European funding. We had a funding from the city of Brussels, because the city of Brussels is a very important power, which they have many schools under the city of Brussels, the Brussels region, because it answers to many of the problems that the region has in developing intercultural dialogue, and everybody knows the impact of the import of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict here toward mainly young Muslims, but not only. We had terrorist attempt. We had a tragedy here, two tragedies here in Brussels. One 2 years ago in March, when there was a terrorist attempt from the Islamic State in the Brussels airport and in the metro. And we had also a terrorist attempt in the Jewish Museum 3 years ago. So it and the reactions of the young the students and in many schools was you had some students who put this in doubt. You have fake news. You have the fact that students in different schools are saying that they didn't oppose or they didn't express a strong opposition to what happened. So, and we had also many young students and young people from Belgium who went to Syria to support the Islamic State, and so it's a real problem in our country, and so the governments or the ministers or the people who support us, they understand very well that this project is in a way one of the tools. It's not the only one, of course. It's one of the tools to work with students to show them, since we work with very different
Thank you very much,
students,
Simone, for sharing your experience.
to work
We
on
also have a question from a
showing
participant,
them
and
realities
he
that
is
they wouldn't
asking
have understood
what are
if
the
they wouldn't have
results of your
taken part
project.
to this
So
project,
is
or
that
if they wouldn't
these
have
videos that you are
had the
sharing here with
opportunity
us today,
to
or do you
explain
have
and
any
to
other
tell
place
to
where
other
we can find
students
the
about the
results
reality
of
that
the
they had the
project?
opportunity to experience. No, not the results. It's of course it's the movie, because the movie are very telling, and the television reports were viewed by many citizens. And but one of the most important, we showed, for instance, in September, the movie that we did last year. So it's only in French, but we invited. It was a kind of an avant-première. We invited all the students who took part last year. We invited the new students, and and we invited the families also, and we invited. So there were nearly 500 people to this screening of our movie. But for all the audience, what was the most striking, because we asked some of our students or ambassadors to answer to the questions, and what was the most useful and most important for the audience was the way they answer to the questions. The movie is very interesting, it's useful also, but for the people who attended this event, the most interesting was the way our ambassadors express themselves and reply to questions. And I see it every time we have a debate in one school or another school, the way that they are
Yes,
expressing
please do check the
themselves,
videos. Please do
telling
check all the
about their
resources here.
experience,
As I
and not
was
only
mentioning earlier, we
about the
will share all these
Palestinian-Israeli conflict,
resources
but
with
about
you in a
themselves,
future
how they
email. In
see
2
what's
days,
happening
we
in
will
the
send you
world,
this
and so
email.
on. I think
And
it's, and
also,
this is why
I
I say
believe I
that
can
it's a
say this, Simone,
transformative
right? That
experience for
your
most of our
contacts are here.
students.
So if they want to ask you more questions, they can contact you.
Of course. Of course, and if anybody is interested also, because I imagine that teachers all over Europe are confronted with different elements of around this history, around this conflict, but around also Islamophobia, anti-Semitism, and
Wonderful.
what's
I would
happening
like to ask the
with
participants if you have more
between
questions.
communities.
We can still have 5 more
I'm
minutes with
happy
questions,
to follow up and to reply and to
even with the
discuss, and
technical
also
issues. We
to
managed to
come
be
and
on time, so
to
please
present
feel free to
our
ask
project
questions.
everywhere.
Thank you for your positive feedback on the chat.
What we can also suggest at some point is to have some of our teachers or some of our ambassadors to meet in such a conversation. I don't know, depends much more on you, but I believe it would be
Thank you
also
so
an
much, Simone.
interesting experience also. And I believe that
Thank you, all
we'll have
participants.
more
So
to
if you don't
tell
have any more
about what we
questions,
did with teachers
I
2
will
weeks ago,
close the seminar.
because teachers is
Yes,
different.
indeed, Sylvana, was very great ideas. So we hope that you can also take some of these ideas and implement in your projects. And this was also
Thank you,
as an
Ruth. Thank you all.
inspiration for you. And I would like to remind you that the next online seminar will be next Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Brussels time. So be aware of the time zone. and it will be about rewarding school activity in eTwinning. So I hope to see you there. Save the date. And thank you once more, Simone, for being with us today and sharing your wonderful experience.